Hey everybody, it's Travis here, and in this video I'm going to be showing a session that we have with one of our board and trains, Mila. We're training Mila with Elitehaus for a protection dog. And here you see her back tied to a tree. I'm hiding off screen to the left hand, and I'm hiding behind a tree. I poke my head out and get her attention, which, as you can see, immediately triggers her defensive drive a little bit. So she's barking at me. She's alerting to say, something's wrong here. And you'll see me enter from the left hand side here, and I have a soft hidden sleeve on and the weapon in that sleeved hand. The reason I do this is I want the dog to eventually attack the weapon arm. A lot of times in sport, you'll see a sleeve on one arm and they have the weapon in the other. The dog bites the sleeve and then they beat the dog. Well, you're just teaching the dog to get beat. So we want to teach the dog to bite the weapon hand. And this is kind of one of those bridging sessions here. So I crack the whip to get her attention. She's playing with the sleeve here. But I take the sleeve, I run off, I agitate her a little bit, I put the sleeve back on. But I reward her for barking. How I reward her for barking is I flinch and I twitch to make it look like that she's really doing a lot of damage to me every time she barks. So this kind of lets her know that, hey, if I bark first, I might be able to run them away without ever having to bite them. That's what we want a protection dog to do, to bark first and then bite if they have to. Well, you'll see that here in this part, I had the stick in the sleeved hand, but I raised my non-weapon hand like I was going to strike her with the stick because I'm bridging that gap again. So I'm adding something that she's familiar with. So I come in and I agitate her some more, and that's what pretty much this whole session is me agitating, me twitching and moving and being defensive while she barks at me. But also, when she bites, I scream like I'm in pain. It's kind of a game here where I want her to get used to biting somebody and them screaming, because a lot of the time sport dogs that are sold as protection dogs, when they bite somebody and they scream, they're not used to that. So they bite, they scream, and they immediately let go and freak out because they're not used to that. So I want the dog to be used to somebody screaming when they bite, because honestly, they will. But now you see me switch hands. I moved it from my left arm to my right arm because I don't want the dog to constantly get used to one arm being used all the time. So I alternate left and right, and then I let them bite both arms. Here in this next video, you'll see that I'm not even wearing a sleeve at all. That's because she's worked really high in prey drive right now, so she's really focused on that sleeve, and I want to remind her that I'm the threat, not the sleeve. So here you see me drive her away from the sleeve to make sure her focus is on me, because I want her to eventually not be equipment biased there. But I escape, I put the sleeve back on, I move in, I agitate her a little bit more, she barks, I twitch, and I flinch, and then I'll give her a couple misses. But you see here, she bites good and then she lets go. Immediately, I slip the sleeve and I start playing tug with her to make sure to reinforce that bite. I didn't want to reward her for having that sloppy bite, so I made her work again for it. And here, this is the last bite of the session. It's always going to be an easy one, but since she was sloppy on that last one, I give her a quick bite and immediately slip, so that way she remembers this is what I need to do. But there's a quick little video on how we do protection. I hope you enjoy it.